So, what is the novelty of the movie comparing to the TV show?
It felt like a big novelty watching it on the big screen last night, didn't it?
It's on a grander scale.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very beautifully shot. The steam train and the house. It really lends itself.
I mean, frankly, there's more money being spent because
Yeah.
we had more money, and it shows because you have big set pieces that we won't say because we don't want to spoil it. But they're big scenes that you could never have done on the TV.
And in a sense, I think these characters have earned the right to be put on a movie. You know, I love the fact that Mrs. Patmore is playing in massive screens and Mr. Carson. They've earned it. They've been so great to watch over the years. So yeah, it's nice to see them rewarded on the big screen.
So, what do you think that is the most appealing aspect of the movie for those who are not fans of the TV show?
It's great stories.
Good stories.
Good stories, isn't it? I think you could
And
probably
a number of them.
You could probably watch it and not have seen Downton.
No, that's a key thing. You
Actually,
don't
I
have
know
to
that
watch the TV
I met
series to
somebody
watch
the other
this.
day who hadn't been able to go, but his producer saw it. He'd never seen Downton in his life, and he's not probably our demographic really, but young man in his 30s. But he had been raving about it ever since he saw it, which is encouraging because at the moment this hasn't been released. We're sitting here waiting to see what happens.
When does it get released?
Friday.
So
Yeah.
we're waiting to see. if
What
that's-
date? What date's
The
Friday?
13th. Saturday.
Oh, that's my birthday. Thank you very much.
Is it?
Yep.
And then in America it's on the 20th. So there's a lot of anticipation, but we're really interested to know what's going to happen because
Do
we
you
don't
go
know.
back to America soon?
Tomorrow.
We're doing an interview.
Oh, you'll miss it
guys.
here, but you'll get it over there. Yeah, sorry.
And
Sorry.
so the TV show has lots of characters and stories. Were you afraid that 2 hours was short time for all the characters?
I don't think I was afraid, but it would be a fair point because you
Yeah.
think, how is he going to actually, in that amount of time, with visiting people as well, how is he going to manage to do it? But that seems to be one of the amazing things he is able to do.
Yeah, I suppose he's had a lot of practice doing it over the series, but over a longer period. Yeah, but it really works, doesn't it?
Every character gets time to shine in the movie, which is like it's down to Julian's economy of his writing. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And also the movie is more like a comedy comparing to the TV show, which is more dramatic, I think.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
So how did you feel about this turn?
I
this
only
change?
noticed last night how funny it was. Everyone was laughing.
Yeah.
And you sort of.
But it has got contrast, which I love.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's entertaining. Well, one of the reasons is that you do have that element, but you also have a very important storyline here, I think. Brilliantly done. So that's, I mean, I cried last night. I've seen it once already.
I wasn't that bad, was I?
It was very moving,
It is really moving.
it's just a story that needs to be told, I think, because it's important, and people either don't know that it wasn't that long ago that people were treated so badly like that, or they've forgotten, you know. So
I also think, give it a chance, the comedy angle. An actor will always try. The first thing when you get a part, even if it's someone who's a bad guy or whatever, you try and make a reason for the audience to like them, and a big reason why people like people is comedy. So, for example, if you watch Penelope Wilton's performance in it with Maggie, Penelope her character wasn't necessarily written as funny, but she and Maggie have made scenes funny and become a double act that have created. They've evolved their performances, which then Julian's responded to.
And he writes beautifully for them.
And it makes people like the characters more because it is funny. I love all their scenes.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
great.
They're actually the best ever.
And also, you don't want a movie where it's all laden in drama. You want to go to the cinema to have a good time, enjoy yourself. You can bring the grandkids along, and it's an event for the whole family. So it's good that it's funny. But there is pathos in there with Thomas's storyline as well, which is nice.
And also, well, I think Downton Abbey is very British. So what do you think that is so appealing for the audiences outside the UK?
Have you any idea what that is? 'Cause we don't know.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
What? Why? And we'll just use your answer.
It's about family.
It's a.
That's
We
really
might
good.
that. That's ask again, and then you say that. Yeah.
Ask me again. God, it's about family.
It is about family.
No, that's true.
Leslie,
of
well
course.
said. Well said, Leslie.
Yeah, that's I mean,
No.
it's very simple, but it's very true, of course. And you can relate to it because everybody's been in a family. So yeah.
And it's a family upstairs, and it's a family downstairs, and I think people resonate.
And there's a relationship here, for instance, that we're not technically mother and daughter, but there's the
But it's
dynamic of
family,
that.
It's very maternal, isn't
And,
it?
yeah, and people can relate to that.
And people find their family, and you know, you don't hear mention of Daisy actually having parents. Like she went to that house really young, and that is her family. And it seems like that with a lot of the staff there, doesn't it? That's
Totally.
they've made their family there.
Yeah.
I like that. They find their family. I suppose they had to back then, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the TV show includes several historical events like the Titanic and the Second World War. What do you think would be the most
First World War it was, sorry.
Ah.
Yeah.
what do you think would be the most concerning issue for the family if they were living nowadays?
Keeping the house going.
I think we allude to it in the film that the general strikes just happened. So that was for a moment in time, this way of life was threatened, but obviously the strike was subdued and petered out. But I think it's a case of evolving and innovating.
Yeah.
And the houses that didn't do that basically don't exist today. And the ones that do, like the ones we film at Highclere Castle, they diversified. They've
And they're
encouraged.
still doing it.
Yeah,
to
they've
keep
encouraged.
that building going, they still have to look at what to do and to change the way they do things in order to make it profitable so they can exist.
And that's inviting tourists in. And then by that, they again still providing employment, aren't they?
They are.
We met all the staff. The staff were there at the premiere last
Yeah,
night
they
of the
were.
big house, which was great.
Yeah.
Had a good chat with them at the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah.